Well, look what we have here. A DIY mini heavy truck loading concrete bags science project. Because, nothing screams fun like watching someone pretend to be a construction worker while I sit here in my bog, contemplating my life choices. I can already smell the creativity from a mile away, and let me tell you, it stinks worse than my bog after a rainstorm. Are we really calling this a science project? I thought science was supposed to be about actual discoveries, not glorified toy assembly. Stick around, folks, because if this video doesn't drive me to croak in disbelief, I don't know what will. And hey, while you're at it, why not subscribe and like? Just in case you want more of my charming grumpiness in your life. Let's dive into this absurdity together. Shall we? Oh great, now we've got a cartoon character laughing like it just found a hidden stash of snacks. What's next? A dance-off with a rock. This is the kind of absurdity that makes me question humanity. I mean, who thought a mini heavy truck project needed a comedic soundtrack? It's like putting a bow tie on a toad, just doesn't fit.
Hey! Okay.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Yes, nothing says let's get to work like a bunch of anthropomorphic peanuts rallying the troops. I can't decide if this is a construction site or a bizarre snack party gone wrong. Honestly, if I wanted to see food come to life, I'd just watch my leftovers in the fridge. This whole scene is so absurd it's almost impressive, almost. But really, who thought this was a good idea?
Go!
Oh no!
Hey.
Okay.
Well, look at that. A mini bulldozer cruising along like it owns the place. I can't tell if this is a construction project or a midlife crisis on wheels. Honestly, if I had $1 for every time I saw a toy truck trying to act tough, I'd have enough to buy a real one and still be unimpressed. What's next? A race between this thing and a snail? Now that would be a showdown worth watching.
Okay.
Yes, the classic come on from a peanut in a hard hat. Because nothing says construction site like a snack with a personality crisis. I can't help but wonder if this little guy thinks he's about to build a skyscraper or just a really elaborate snack platter. Honestly, if I wanted to see a nut in a helmet, I'd just look in my pantry. This whole scene is so ridiculous, it's almost charming, almost. Well, look who's feeling grateful. A peanut behind the wheel of a mini truck, thanking us like it just delivered the world's most important cargo. I can't decide if this is a heartwarming moment or just plain bizarre. It's like watching a vegetable version of a motivational speaker. Honestly, if this little guy can drive a truck and express gratitude, what's my excuse for sitting in a bog all day? Maybe I should start taking notes from my pantry.
Okay.
Oh, come on, indeed. A mini truck stuck in the mud. This is the kind of drama I didn't know I needed in my life. It's like watching a soap opera for snacks. I half expect the peanut to start crying about its lost dreams of becoming a construction mogul. Honestly, if this little guy can't get out of the mud, what hope do the rest of us have? It's a tough world out there, even for a truck with a personality. Oh yeah. What a riveting moment. A mini construction site filled with tiny trucks and bags. It's like a dollhouse for adults who never quite grew up. I can't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all. Who knew watching plastic vehicles move around could be so exhilarating? It's almost like they're trying to reenact a blockbuster movie, but with a budget of about 5 cents. If this is the peak of entertainment, I might just retire to my bog for good.
Okay.
classic "I am moving it" backline, truly the pinnacle of riveting dialogue. It's like watching a dramatic scene unfold in a soap opera, but with less emotion and more concrete bags. I can't help but wonder if this little truck has aspirations of becoming a star. If only it could deliver a performance that didn't make me want to take a nap. Honestly, if I wanted to see something move back and forth endlessly, I'd just watch my own reflection in the bog water. Here we go again with the moving it back routine. It's like a broken record, but instead of music, we get a gravel pit. I can't help but chuckle at the sheer dedication to this repetitive task. If I had a nickel for every time I saw someone move gravel, I'd have enough to buy a real truck and drive far away from this madness. Honestly, if this is what passes for excitement these days, I might just stick to my bog and watch the frogs hop around. At least they know how to keep it interesting.
Thank you very much.
Well, look at that. A mini tractor with a heartfelt thank you. It's like watching a toddler finish a crayon drawing and expecting a standing ovation. I mean, who knew a plastic vehicle could be so polite? If only real-life construction workers were this courteous. Honestly, if this little guy keeps up the gratitude, it might just win an award for best supporting role in a snack-based drama. But let's be real. Thank yous won't fix the fact that this whole scene is still utterly ridiculous. Ho 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 indeed. It's like a peanut version of a holiday special gone wrong. I can't decide if this is a festive gathering or a bizarre therapy session for snacks. Just look at those little guys lounging around like they own the place. If I had a nickel for every time I saw peanut in glasses, I'd have a lot of nickels. Honestly, this scene is so absurd it's almost charming, but let's not kid ourselves. This is still a bunch of nuts trying to act human. What a world we live in. Well, here we are, folks. We just waded through a swamp of miniature construction chaos with a side of peanuts and hard hats. I don't know what I was expecting from a DIY mini heavy truck loading concrete bags project, but it certainly wasn't the absurd hilarity that unfolded. A project that's supposed to educate about science turned into a full-blown snack party, with animated peanuts acting like they just won the snack lottery. How wildly imaginative, or painfully absurd. Depending on your viewpoint, my expectations were about as high as a frog on a lily pad. And shockingly, they were exceeded, though not in a good way. The only real science I discovered was the art of making a toddler's toy seem like a blockbuster feature film, which is a lot like trying to sell swamp water as fine wine. And can we talk about the ongoing mud drama? I mean, who knew a mini truck could evoke so much sympathy? If I wanted to see someone stuck in the mud, I'd just reminisce about my own attempts to find a dry spot in this bog. So in conclusion, if you ever feel like life isn't absurd enough, just remember this video exists. It's a masterpiece of nonsense that dances on the line of charm and ridiculousness. And yes, that's mainly because we're watching anthropomorphic peanuts pretend to be serious. Well, that's enough excitement for one day. If you enjoyed this train wreck of a project as much as I didn't, do me a favor, like the video and subscribe, jump aboard the grumpy boat with me, and let's sail through more of life's absurdities together. Until next time, keep your expectations low and your bogs high, and remember, even a cranky old toad like me has to deal with less than stellar entertainment now and then.